As I get ready to start work today, I can't help but notice all the chaos within the city the city government has created for itself. We have a plan for our Central Park that really doesn't need to be overhauled. It cost us $2 million that the city manager has went on the record to say was only 70% complete, but we paid the architects, the Scape architects, almost $2 million in full. I think it was like 1.6, we'll just call it 2. We paid them in full for a plan that he said on the record was only 70% done. He and I believe the assistant city manager came up with an Plan B park plan with the cement circle in the center, and that was presented to the redevelopment authority. And we can show, you can take a look at the video that John DiBartola recorded at the redevelopment authority. Here's a brief clip of that.
In fact, when we were still dealing with Scape, we were still at the 75% comment section when that relationship dissolved, if you will. So these renderings, these designs were done strictly after Scape left the project. And I say, I know there's been a lot of debate, a lot of consternation, if you will, over the past several weeks. And as I mentioned at one of the meetings last week, I would much rather be having a debate of how we're spending money to build a park, rather than we're not debating on what lights keep turned on because the city can't afford to pay their electric bill. So maybe it's a good problem to have. And I apologize about the quality here. So what we're looking at with the drawings, Main Street on both drawings is at the bottom. Start from the top down. Some of the things that we changed from the initial proposal, and again, we did not have a final design. I need to be emphatic about that. There was no final design from Scape. Some of the things we changed starting from top down. The illumination in the park initially called for 2 39-foot light towers, which we have removed in replace of 36 14-foot high light stanchions, a lot of ground effect lighting, some bollard lighting throughout the park. Our thought process was that those 39-foot light towers would take away from the Christmas tree, which is 40 feet with the star on top of it.
That was going to be then the plan that they moved forward with, and now there's been a petition to stop that, and a citizen has came forward and wants to push the original Scape plan instead of the secondary plan made by the city manager. So here we are. It's been almost 4 years. The ARPA and COVID monies, almost $20 million for Main Street and $8 million for $20 million total for the Main Street project, which includes the Main Street and the Central Park project. Of the Central Park project, I believe it was about $8 million. And now we're down to 6 because like I said, we already spent $2 million on plans that are 70% complete. This is another train wreck. We've been talking about how the city is mismanaging things, and we can talk about it. They can tell us how great they're doing. The Pax Romana of the city of Johnstown, how everything is wonderful and everything is great and everybody's working together and it's super positive. And as soon as you apply a little bit of pressure to the system, it folds because it's not that great. There is one, in a city government, you need a back and forth, you need checks and balances, and if everybody's just rubber stamping everything to push it through, then you get weak plans like this that are not thought through. They're not challenged, and when you challenge plans, you find their weaknesses, and then you're able to fix them. When you wait till the last minute, like we have now they're complaining about a deadline. We have to start. We have to do this. Well, they've waited for so long to save on this money. Now, why did they wait to save this money? Some thoughts are that they were using the interest on the millions of dollars to pad the general budget. I think there was like $100,000 of extra interest they were collecting off of it. So that could be one reason why they decided to not do anything with it. It could be because they really didn't know what they were doing with the plans. But we're still going back and forth with a planning process that should have been completed a long time ago. So why are we doing that? Why are we still talking about it in the planning stage? Why don't we have something concrete? And why don't we have everybody on board? Because I believe a majority of the people in the city do not want the complete demolition and a new park. But I don't think the people in charge are listening. They're just going to steamroll whatever they want over the voice of the people, because this wasn't really addressed properly. So there's going to be a workshop and a council meeting that is going to address the Central Park, and I think they said they're going to vote on approval for putting out the bids. But let's take a look at how that's going to go.
Pads. You're driving along, and all of a sudden the kids are yelling from the back seat, "I gotta go to the bathroom, Daddy!" "Not now, damn it!" Truck tire. I can't stop! Help! There's a cliff! And your family's screaming, "Oh my God, we're burning alive! No, I can't feel my legs! In comes a meat wagon!"
Well, maybe something like that, but you get the idea. Thanks for joining us today. Have a nice day.